Hi everyone! Wanted to provide another learning opportunity, again experimenting with some items you might find in your kitchen. I wanted to share with you what I've been trying out and see what you think. What I have here are some white cups that are filled with coffee grounds, and these 4 glasses here are tea that I brewed that have been sitting here on my table. So what I did was I just started off with a basic used K-cup for my machine and dumped the grounds out, which make for a nice, rich, delicious smelling medium to try out. So you'd think it'd be really dark and rich, and that's kind of what happens. So I'll show you what my experiment looks like. So I thought I'd kind of do something like kind of like a landscape, because the colors are kind of natural and they kind of lend themselves well to that kind of theme. So I just kind of spread them out like that. If you don't drink coffee, maybe someone else in your household does. Coffee and tea are my favorite, so I've got plenty on hand. But again, just something to try out. And then I started putting water from the cup right into it, because I kind of want to let it soak in. Whatever kind of paper you have. If you don't have brushes, a spoon would do. Another thing that would work to spread it out is Q-tip. Try a little spoon. That's even better. Just to be able to kind of get those coffee grounds activated. A cotton ball would work. A piece of cloth. And you can see down here where it's just a little bit lighter and more spread out. The color that we're getting, that's pretty nice. The brush does tend to like pick up the coffee grounds, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. And you can see it's even starting to kind of dye the paper a little bit, which is what I want. And then some of the darker areas might be nice and deep, dark, rich brown. So then with my tea bag, this one was like a red, like a berry tea. So I experimented with being able to almost kind of wipe it across the page. See that color that I'm getting? It's subtle, it's not paint, so it's not, oh, I'm gonna squeeze it out, there we go. So it's not, you know, brilliant red. It's kind of like a peach color. Let's see. It's still kind of hot. Let's put that back in. We'll see, maybe kind of a sunset effect with these other colors. I'll bring it down here. Okay. Well, let's see what this is. Ooh, this is another red tea. Let's see what happens here. It's hot. I'm kind of letting them overlap and bleed together. That's kind of nice. Let's see. I was looking in my refrigerator and I saw ketchup and mustard and barbecue sauce, and I'm like, oh, what else could we do with this? And maybe I'll save that for another day. But If you don't have coffee or tea, try something different. See what else you have, dig around. The whole point of this really is just to get creative, try something different, try something weird, and just have fun with it. See what happens. It's just a learning experiment. It's just a opportunity, right? It's an experience. Just even playing around with it. My paper's kind of bowing here and creating a lake. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there we go. Let's spread it out. So when this would dry, and maybe I'll have to post the final results. The idea is that I could just kind of dump these grounds back into the garbage. So we would get some darker areas and some lighter areas. We'll bring these down. Kind of nature-like, right? Let's see. What I'd like to do, we take some of these. Let's see how this works. Yeah, you may have to stay tuned for the next episode, the next results. I have an idea, but I don't know. I don't know if a tree is going to work. Is that kind of tree-like? It would actually kind of be cool is like make a drawing out of a little bit of peanut butter and jelly. Just don't use toilet paper for anything, okay? I know that's in high demand right now. Gotta save it. Okay, I'm getting a tree here. I'm getting a tree. Who would have thought? Alright, I'm gonna have to spice this up later. Maybe with some pens. Maybe I'll put a little owl in here or something. Well, I hope you give it a try and you send me a picture and you have fun with it. And if you try something else besides coffee and tea, super exciting. I'd love to see that. Oh, look, I'm getting some roots. All right. Enjoy. Have fun.